Hello guys, Xbox Scripter here, back again with another video. And in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a teleporting game pass. So it allows the user to teleport only if they have a specific game pass. Alright, so first of all what we're going to do is we're going to make a GUI. So you right click on start GUI, insert an object and click screen GUI. Alright, then you can click the little plus symbol on here and add we're just going to put a button, alright? A text button. Alright, we're just going to put it like this, 0.5, set that to 0.5 as well, and then bring it out, I would say around 0.2, 0.15, let's try 0.05, alright, it's going to be 0.1, there we go. Alright, so we need the anchor point on 0.5, 0.5, we need the position on 0.1, 0, 0.5, 0. Now the size you can put to whatever you like. I'm just gonna go with 125. I'm gonna make this button say teleport. You can customize it how you like it. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Alright, so we got the button for teleporting, and we're gonna have the specific spot where the user is gonna teleport to. So we're just gonna call this teleport point. Alright, so let's say this is the teleport point. I'm just going to make it red, because why not? Set the transparency at 0.5 and make it neon, so it looks good. Alright, well we're not really going to be using it, but whatever, we'll leave off at the position. So what we're going to do is, we're going to configure the Game Pass, click sales, sell it for, we'll just do 50 Robux, whatever you like. Alright. And then we can go back to, we can go back to studio once we have the Game Pass. Well, actually we need to go and get the ID. So if we go to here, you can see we own the item owned. We're gonna get this here, so it's gonna have the Roblox Game Pass. You need to get this ID. This is what's called the Game Pass ID. You just copy that. Alright, we're gonna make a local script inside of the text button, which is inside of the GUI. We're just gonna call this client. Alright, then we're going to do script.parent.mouse button, one click, colon connect function. Alright, and then basically what this does is it basically says when the user clicks the button, so script.parent, which is the text button, when the user clicks that with mouse button 1, it's going to create a function and do whatever is inside of this function. Whatever is in here will execute and the click of that button. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to make what's called a variable, and we're making it local to the function, which means you can't use it outside of the function. So we're gonna make a variable called Game Pass ID. We're just gonna call it this, and we're just gonna give it the ID of the Game Pass right here. You can see the ID is that. Alright, and we also need to reference something else. It's called, no, actually we're going to do it over on the server just because we want to make it safe. So we're going to do local remote event equals game, hit service, replicated storage, client plus child, we're going to say teleport. So basically, this is the variable for the Game Pass ID. This is the remote event, which is going to be in the replicated storage. Remote event. We're going to name this teleport. Teleport. Alright. So this just is a remote. This is the variable to the remote event. It's going to wait for. We should be using wait for child. Sorry about that. Just because client scripts run as soon as the player joins, and the whole remote event might not have loaded in. So I hope the music isn't too loud. Let's just decrease it a little bit just in case. Alright, so now what we're going to have is we don't need a variable for the marketplace service because we're going to be doing the check on the server. What we're going to do is we're going to do game, so we're going to get the variable for this, so we're going to do fire server. Alright, and we're going to fire the server for the Game Pass ID. Alright, so this basically sends the information to the server via the remote event. Alright, it sends the Gamepass ID. So now what we need to do is go into the script that we made in the server script service. I'm just going to call it server. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another variable, which I can just do this. Copy and paste the variable for the remote event, which is on line 4. Well, it would be 3 for you because I've got this line. So go over to the server and we do remote event on server event. I'll connect function. And okay, so the first variable when a player fires the server, so you can see we're firing the server with the Gamepass ID, but of course the first argument will be the player because that's the thing that's sent over to the server. That's what fired the event. Okay, this thing fired the event, the player, right? And then we're going to have it for the ID. So now we need to make a variable here for marketplace service. So MPS marketplace service game service marketplace service. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do if MPS player, and we're going to say user owns Gamepass async. Alright, so this is going to return a true or false value. That would be, right, I think it's there. ID. Then, I'm just going to test that because I think it's, well, let's just search it up on the wiki real quick. Right, so it's the user ID and the Gamepass ID and it returns a bool. Meaning, we go back to here, we get the player for user ID. Okay, that should work. So when I click this button, we should get a return that says true. You can see we got it 3 times because I clicked 3 times. I clicked another 2 and we got true again. This means I own the Gamepass. So what we're going to do is we're going to do we can do workspace player.name humanoid report .cframe equals workspace player.name. No, what am I doing? Sorry about that. So we need to make a variable now. We don't have to, but we're gonna put the teleport place equals workspace +12 teleport point. This is the block that we made earlier. Let's make that can collide so the player doesn't bump into it. Equals false. Sorry about that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do teleport block.cframe. This is basically going to set the player to where the teleport block is in the workspace. And let me go over this. This here basically is when the server is receiving information from the remote event. It's going to create a function, and basically in this function it's going to check whether the player owns the Gamepass. So what I'm going to write here is it's important, sorry about that, important to do checks on the server to protect from exploiters. So we're doing the check on the server instead of the client. Is because we want to make sure the client can't access this information, whereas they can access this, but this is just firing the event. They're not going to be able to access this because it's in the server. Right here, they can't access that. So now let's do that. Let's see if it teleports us. We own the Gamepass, yeah. We're going to click teleport, and you can see we did get teleported, but my base plate was not anchored. So let's do that again. Sorry. We click teleport, and we got teleported to this place. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're going to add an else statement. So basically, if the player does not own the Gamepass, then, so we can just say else, we can say print we do not own the Gamepass to teleport. Alright, so now that we don't own the Gamepass, well, we do own the Gamepass, but we've made a statement to say, alright, so I'm going to delete that Gamepass from my account. Successfully removed from your inventory. You can see I do not own it. I'm going to go back to Studio, click play, and you'll see that I won't get teleported, but we will have something in the output. Let's do it. You know what, on the Gamepass to teleport. Alright guys, so that's the tutorial over. Hope you understood this tutorial, and if you've got any suggestions to make a tutorial on next time, please leave it in the comment section below.